Hi, this is Wolfgang for New York New Rock, and we have a special guest, Silverfish, with us. And I would like to introduce Leslie.
Hello.
And
Chris.
And Fuzz.
Hi. Stuart.
And Stuart. And they are called Silverfish. They'll be rocking the house, the Grand, tonight. And if you get it, pure rock and roll. Let me ask you a couple questions. In your bio, it says, and in your video, it says something about hips, tits, clips, power. Is this part of the Silverfish fever that's out there in New York right now?
What are you talking about?
The Silverfish fever in New York City.
Horrible disease.
Yeah.
Leprosy. That when your skin gets all scabby.
Oh, is that what the Silverfish fever is about?
Yeah.
Malaria.
Yeah.
It's a good T-shirt anyway.
You were touring with Pigface for a while. What kind of experience was that?
That was about 2 years ago. It was pretty good. It was the first time any of us had been over to the States. Lovely sandwiches you do here, by the way.
New York is known for sandwiches.
And it was pretty good. I don't know. I think a lot of the audiences were the people who wouldn't normally be into us. There's loads of like goths there and stuff.
It was good initial exposure, but it was quite a while ago, so it's like starting out again, just getting a name for ourselves over here.
You just produced a new record with Jim Thirlwell of Fetus. I know he has a New York cult following. He's very well known and established. And how did you hook up with him for the record?
He came along to the show in New York. He seemed to be into the band, so when it came around to getting somebody for the album, we got in touch with him, and he was amenable. So yeah, we came over here, sneaked into the country, went along to Martin Beasley's studio for a couple of weeks, stayed in his apartment, watched plenty of strange videos, and did an album.
How long did it take you to produce the album?
2 weeks.
Did you produce it and record it in America or in England?
And over here, did the whole thing.
Martin Beasley's studio in Brooklyn.
All right, Brooklyn.
There's an advert for you.
How did you get the ideas to produce the record?
Lots of wine and alcohol and stuff.
And various substances.
We don't want to get into specific.
I think a lot of the influences come from just before we started writing the album. We were on tour with the Young Gods in Switzerland, and I think that, well, for me anyway, it certainly influenced a lot of.
And how long have you been together now? I know it takes a long time sometimes to
Too bloody long.
Too bloody long.
4 years about, more or less. 89, end of 89 we...
No, 88.
Was
It was
it?
88. It was
Summer of 88 we started, and then the winter of 88 Leslie joined and we did our first gig. And that was it.
11th of December, actually.
Was it?
3:45. Yes.
And how did you connect with Chaos Records?
It was our A&R guy, Peter Shershin, who, I don't know, heard about us, heard our stuff and that, and was really into us.
They bought us lots of free meals and booze, so yeah, here we are.
And he really chased us, and it was obvious that there was another couple of companies we were looking at, but they seemed the most keen.
They drove us around in limousines, so
Yeah.
big old limousines.
Oh, in style,
Yeah.
of course.
And of course, Columbia, who Chaos is a subsidiary of, has Dolly Parton and Motorhead on it, so we couldn't possibly go with anybody else.
There you go.
Yeah, how can you turn that down?
Yeah. And Criss Cross, of course.
All right.
Wear everything backwards.
Where are you originally from in England, and what kind of clubs, what's the club scene like? Or was it like you probably outgrew this now?
We're hung
The
around.
local clubs?
Spends every night in the same club. Yeah. If I can go out in an evening, then I would. But there's a lot of places.
What area are you from in
Well, London.
London.
I live in London, and there's like quite a few clubs. Most of them just like ordinary, boring indie sort of clubs, and there's some good raves that they have.
You have to go somewhere after 11 o'clock at night because all the pubs close at 11, so you have to find a few good clubs.
I know the clubs in the city, they provide the backline and lights and sound. Is that the same in London too? You just bring your instruments and...
Well, we started off playing in like pubs more than anything, as like just little pubs with the back room where the bands play sort of thing. There's places like the Falcon and the White Horse and, I don't know, Dublin Castle put stuff on. But
We play in stadiums now with our own rigs.
Oh, of course.
Bon Jovi supporting.
That was a joke there. Folks, wee joke. Laughy, laughy.
You have a video out. What's the name of it?
Big Bad Baby Pig Squeal. It's just one song from a song from the album, but MTV wouldn't play it because it had the word tits in it. And it's like pretty stupid that you can show them. You can just show close-up crotch shots, you know, but you can't see the word tits.
You wouldn't consider to edit it out if that was
Nah, screw
you're not
them.
that kind of guy, huh?
No.
Nope.
That's the way. That's.
There's plenty of other stations that have been showing it anyway.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. I think they're really stupid. MTV are pretty stupid. I mean, I'm quite glad if they play any future videos of ours, but I think they're pretty stupid, really. They don't do music any sort of a service.
They're pretty two-faced. When Guns N' Roses come out with a song that has the word tits in it, will still be on MTV, but you have to have that legitimised by
Yeah.
somebody else before they'll show it.
Yeah, if I from what my experience is, once you're established and you can pretty much dictate a little bit what you want to do, but you're
They're so full of shit, their eyes are brown.
All right, Leslie, tell him. So you're pretty much in that hardcore, what would you say, punk kind of scene. What is your experience over here, the audience? I know they do a lot of moshing and slam dancing.
I don't understand that slam dancing stuff. That's a bit stupid, I think. You know?
Yeah.
If the crowd can enjoy it without hurting each other, that's fine. Yeah, it's more about having a good time at a gig. The best shows we've done have just been in the smaller places, smaller bars, where everybody's crammed together, hot, sweaty gigs. Silverfish is an insect found in dark, damp places, so we're right at home in places like that.
There you go. Well, what's on your schedule, like the next couple months or so? What?
Well, there should be a remix of Crazy coming out, hopefully.
On a record or a video?
I think it's going to be a single. It might be a CD5 or something. I'm not sure if Al Jorgensen gets it together to finally do it. But I think that's almost completed. And then we've got some shows in England to do. And then we're coming over for the new music seminar.
Oh, great.
Do some
I think
dates
the
around then.
21st of July. That
Yeah, I think it starts the 20th, but great. That would be great exposure. And you'll be doing some more touring, is that...
We'll do some dates around this new music seminar. Yeah. Not as long a tour as this one probably, but yeah, we'll do some dates.
Great. Well, this is Wolfgang from New York, New Rock. It was a pleasure meeting Silverfish, and please keep your ears and eyes open. It's a wonderful video, and keep buying the records, naturally. That goes without saying. And thank you for watching New York, New Rock.